Thank you all for backing our Kickstarter project. We've had so much generosity. It's really exciting, and we're very grateful to all of our backers. We've got a few new ones to mention. The most recent people that we'd like to thank are Kelly, Ashley, Kayleen, Zach, Herman, Joan, Sunny, Tim, and Corey. Thank you all for donating. We're here with Mark today, and we know many of you have been excited to hear from him. Now, one of the things that he was concerned about when we launched the project was that we mentioned he has been water skiing. He corrected me and said, actually, I haven't really water skied, I've just attempted water skiing. So we're going to let Mark tell one of his boating stories about the day he tried to get on a zip sled. So I'll let him tell you more about that.
Well, I don't want anybody to think that this is a daily occurrence, that I have a cute lady here, Katie, robbing me and massaging my arm. But it happens on rare occasions, which I'm grateful for. I overworked at therapy yesterday, and my shoulders are so sore that I can't hardly move my left arm without a lot. Well, I can't move it hardly at all anyway, but with the pain is really a problem. But we're fortunate to be here at Nate's house and just laying down and for a little while on the grass, and Kitty's helping me release that pain in my arm and shoulder. So don't think you're going to get the same kind of treatment. But I wanted to thank everybody personally for all your kind donations and all your forwarding of the emails. I've been promising to write this book for years. People have been asking me to write a book and tell my story, and I've never done it. But with Nate and Katie's insistence and my kids, I am now I'm not ancient yet, but I've been a quad 52 years. But some days I feel like I'm ancient. But I just wanted to thank everybody's kindness and for everybody sharing this video. And I'll tell you one of the crazy stories about a trip to Lake Powell. But before I broke my neck, I loved to snow ski and loved to do all adventures and athletic sports. And I loved to water ski. So after I broke my neck the summer of '61, I no longer could water ski, but because of the kindness of my brother and willingness to take me and my kids and everybody else in the ward and everybody else on annual water ski trips to Lake Powell, I wanted to try something and get in the water. We tried water skiing, and my brother was on two skis. We were each on we had two slalom skis. My feet were in the front bindings, and my brothers were in the back binding. And with our lead bottoms pulling all that water, we couldn't even get on top of the water. My brother wasn't strong enough. He was kind of a wimp to pull all our weight up out of the water. So that wasn't very successful. But in the late 70s, when Nathan was probably 5, my son Nathan, and my oldest daughter 3, they had this zip sled, and my kids were riding on this zip sled. It was just about a 3-inch piece of plastic, like you would see in the snow slopes for people to go sledding on. So it was hard, and it was attached to the boat, and then it had a handle that you could hold on to while you got your butt bounced around to try to get up to stand up on this thing. So my brother has this crazy idea that he's going to get me on this zip sled. And I'm game to a point. I guess I was game. But I certainly wanted to try it because I loved the water. So he put me on the zip sled, and my legs were straight forward. He was behind me, and as I remember it, his legs were out too, because he had to hold the handle on the zip sled, keep me sitting up, and try and get me out of the water. Well, my brother-in-law was driving the boat, and Leon, my brother-in-law Leon, he was driving the boat, and he throttled it all the way, and all I was feeling was my butt getting bounced all around, water flying over me, and my head would poke out, and Ren's head would poke out, and I was screaming, no, and turning my head. My brother was swearing and cussing faster, faster, and nodding his head to go faster. And finally my brother-in-law Leon got so dang frustrated that he just turned off shut the boat down and stood up, and he says, "I'm not driving anymore." So that was the end of the zip sledding. I was afraid I was going to get my legs ripped off of me.
That's got to be one of my earliest memories, because I remember being in the boat as a little kid and seeing Ren and my dad out there about to get on the zip sled, and I remember the women in the boat just saying, "This is a terrible idea. I can't believe they're doing this." And people were saying, "You guys are crazy. You shouldn't be doing this." And Leon hits it, and all you could see was a wall of water with legs and arms flying in every direction. And then when their heads would finally poke out for a second, they were both, one was shaking their head, the other was nodding, and everybody in the boat, half the people were screaming, "Go faster," and half the people were screaming to cut it. And I don't know, I mean, I can't believe you didn't drown that day.
Yeah, it was a crazy experience, but it was fun to know I was still alive, that I was living life and enjoying it the best I could. So it was a great experience with all my kids and family and friends. So again, just thanks for your kind contributions and sharing. Thank you.